As this goes back into its stance, like he's powering up again.
He must rest. It's a two-turn attack. It is Hyper Beam.
Guard fail,
Just reverse.
and guard fail.
Which means it's my turn again.
Correct.
Alright, I want to... Well, I'm just gonna have to cast Shimmering Bolt again.
Alright.
5, 2, and 1. So, 8.
Okay.
And then I want my pet to try and do burn.
Alright. With a 17, splatters acid all over the back of this mech. Bringing it down 5 more points as it goes down into that standby mode again. Broken bits of scrap all over the floor emanate with a green familiar glow. I begin to plate this mech again. And with an 18, a 17, and a 4, gains 39 more hit points. Mazis will spend his turn charging up. Metal Man still can't roll worth of anything. With a 16, does a good smash to the front. Aided with more acid. Will do a nat 1 on a d12.
Okay.
It's still gonna do 6 damage. Every little bit helps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Elric, back to you. The smoke is beginning to dissipate, but it's still here.
I want to move over to the side here.
Okay?
Eh. Do I have any vantage of the green gem or Thaddeus? Or am I just straight up at the side?
You're directly at the side of him.
Okay. Maybe I want to try and... Let's see. I think I'll try and do loud.
Alright. With a 3, it's not as loud. The creature does the effectiveness of a cough.
Yes. That's okay. Then I want to... I want to cast Illusion.
Alright.
I want to place me right there.
Okay, roll effectiveness.
Natural 20.
Alright, there is, in fact, an Elric. There is a perfect illusory Elric right there. Alright. It is Thaddeus' turn. Thaddeus, having some sort of beam shot through his machine, is going to try and address that. And turn around towards this little punk here. Your faults are your own, old man. With a 13. As Thaddeus' mech will actively gout flame. Mazis is engulfed in flames. and on fire. This shaky little machine looks like it can't take hardly anything, regardless of whatever damage that did. Mazis will drop to his knees, barely holding on, as a pulse of blue energy comes forth from Mazis himself, radiates outwards through the entire room. This large metallic rock actively pushed aside. The pylon in the distance you can see pushed aside. The previously up guards fall into the standby mode. They power down. They do not collapse, but they are not animate anymore. Thaddeus' mech reels in a power down mode. Your smog is dissipated. Elric, I need you I apologize, one moment. Okay. To take 22 damage as whatever items were in your pocket just begin to eat at you with harsh electricity. The small little soldering crystal and the CMRA, the camera, just literally explode in your pocket and deal damage to you.
Ouch.
Middle guy will try and get back up online and fail. Second one will fail as well. Elric, we are back to you.
I am unfortunately now in frenzied mode.
Okay. Do tell, what does that mean?
That means that my normal illusion is gone. So I am back to my beastkin form.
Okay.
As well as I cannot tell friend from foe and attack the closest object. Physically.
Okay.
Which means, with claws, I am no longer in control of my faculties, and
I forgot your health, I apologize.
I got it, it's the 31. Which means I will try and maul the mech and Thaddeus with a flat attack.
Okay.
That is to be damage, as it is an enraged attack.
Mm-hmm.
What would the DM like me to roll?
DM wants you still to roll an attack roll.
Okay. With a natural 20.
Alright. What would your normal damage be for this form?
For this form, it would be the heavy damage that we discussed.
Alright. Okay, roll me 3d12.
With a 5, a 4, and a 12. Right. So 9 and 12 is 21.
Yes. You cut this thing back down.
Also, that means my illusory me is dissipated, as I don't have control over my cognitive functions.
Okay. With a 20, you are also latched onto this thing for advantage of any kind. Right.
Woohoo!
Well, since you're in this mode, you cannot control your pet, and thus
Correct.
your pet is just kind of latched onto you in some way. Thaddeus, not really having much control over this poor mech right now, is just going to flat up attack Mazis with his own abilities and point forth a finger with a easy 12. A single beam of light comes from Thaddeus straight through Mazis' head. And if D12 rolls correct, D12 rolls correct. Mazis' helmet literally explodes like under pressure. His body collapses to the floor as another large blue pulse of electricity rockets forth. The entire Crystal Mountain spire in the middle of the room begins to shake as Mazis' body collapses to the floor. Oh my, we're gonna have to get fancy here. Piece by piece, these crystal forms begin to break away as a large, essentially crystalline, ethereal form begins to construct from this spire. Within it you can see a single dwarven skeleton. As this thing takes form into what I could best describe as a crystal giant. Absolutely emanating electric energy. Guard 1, we'll get back online. Guard 2, we'll get back online. Elric, it is your go.
I'm going to try and maul Thaddeus.
Okay,
Flat roll 17.
that'll hit.
And the D12. With a 4, a 12, and a 5. 9 and 12 is 21.
Alright. The mech is down. Thaddeus is going to... Oh, this is going to be great. And that works. Punch through this mech in whatever direction you are. He punches through the mech, but not enough to hit you. I legitimately need you to roll a dex saving throw.
Okay. Since that is a physical ability, I did not take a penalty for that in the transformation, so I have a flat 17.
Okay? You do manage to cling on.
Is Thaddeus still melting?
He's got residual acid on him, but he is almost down, yes.
Okay. Just wanted to check the status of the acid, if he saved for that yet or not.
Oh, he's been melting this entire time, don't worry.
Okay.
He's been quite hurt. Well, Mazis is going to go. As a large bolt of electricity is going to come hurling your way. Alright, I need you to save. Just at this point, maybe an acrobatics, but just a flat out save.
Alright, well, I've got an 18.
Okay? Both of you miraculously save as a large bolt of electricity goes rocketing forth from this large form in the middle of the room now, plays entirely over the metallic forms, but not affecting either of you two. Guard 1 will attempt to finish the job. They fail. Guard 2 will still fail. These guards cannot hit worth of anything. As this large form begins to, well, take form in the middle of the room, it is ripping up chunks of crystalline form from the ground, from the floor, and we are introduced with quite some unpleasantness of bugs that begin to fill the room. This gigantic hole in the floor that this thing has ripped up. Elric, do what you're going to do, because I know you're going to still do it.
Yeah, I need to. I have no choice but to try and maul Thaddeus
Okay, attack roll.
with a 16.
Alright. You manage to rip through the hull of this mech. You can now effectively reach Thaddeus.
Shall I roll to attack Thaddeus, or just roll damage?
No, you've just broken through the shell. You didn't
Okay.
even need to roll damage, the mech is down.
Okay.
Right. Crate Phantom and Isisu are actively going to back away as bugs are now filling in the room and now have become a threat. Thaddeus is going to heal himself. And but it is an area of effect, so you both take 31, get 31 health points.
That also puts me back over what's the word I'm looking for?
Threshold?
That's it. Thank you. So I have regained control of my faculties.
Would you say that's disorienting in any way?
Yes, a little bit.
Make a dex check. A dex save.
Let's see. 12.
Alright, no, you land on your feet, but you're not on the mech anymore.
Right.
Elric, look, there's a giant electrical being in the middle of the room and bugs everywhere. What a party last night.
Wow. How much did I drink?
Well,
I'm punch drunk.
it is technically Maz's turn. He's going to spend his turn. We're taking about 2 steps forward. Guards are going to do one last try. With a 19 and a 2. Guard number 2 collapses. It's too much stress. It can't take it. Dead. This guard is back online, but it's in worse shape. Alright, Elric, it is your go.
I'm going to try and move away a bit.
Okay.
Thaddeus is still my target, so I need to try and first replug in my health. While I do that, I want to try and brain work. I want to use Shimmering Bolt.
Okay.
Thaddeus, D8 with a 1 and a 5 and a 6, so 12.
Alright. Ring bolts go right through the mech, piercing it like paper at this point. The mech is pretty much trash. And Thaddeus takes all the damage.
And then burn.
With a 2.
Yeah, kind of just spittles.
Nah. Alright. Magic missile. One of them goes rocketing off in this direction. Kind of just lands over here behind you, haphazardly. You wouldn't see that. You wouldn't see that. Alright, and, well, it's Thaddeus' turn. Thaddeus is going to take his time and hop out of the mech. Take his movement over to you. He will just simply scream, "The punchline!" with an 18 and just straight up try and sock you in the face.
I want to try and block it. Just... Oh, no, with a 5.
Okay, well then, you do not block it. Give me just a second. 6. 4. Okay, that's 15 damage from him just socking you in the face. Right, ooh, something interesting. Okay, now also take 4 more damage, and you are temporarily paralyzed. And Thaddeus and his magical arm BS.
I want to try and immediately do a survival saving throw to shake off the paralysis.
Okay. Well, higher than his AC, and I'll give it.
That's a 9 plus 5 is 14.
That will not work.
Okay. I tried.
Now this will take 2 more steps closer, and is probably going to try and grapple Thaddeus. He's not within reach. Poor middle guard! He's going for the gold! I'm just gonna try and get closer and shove this mech out of the way, which is pretty much rubble. Elric! B to struggle! B to struggle!
I press B to struggle. With a 12 and... Well, that's a flat 12.
Yeah, greater than a 10, you can break free of paralysis.
Yay.
But that will be your turn.
Yes.
Pet.
What about my pet's turn?
You can do pet.
Good. Since I'm up close and personal, I want to... Not acid, but loud.
Loud, alright. With a 17, Thaddeus clasps his ears and will take essentially like psychic damage. And he will reel back about 1 square. The large metallic guard will also attempt... Nope. And will be... well, not prone. He will be resonating. He is stuck again. The large crystalline lightning form before you is disrupted. It is not... It is still a crystalline form, but the electricity on it goes wild as the frequency of your pet's shriek just plays against it.
Okay.
Well, another magic missile will go rocketing off this direction. It will be Thaddeus' turn. He's just gonna forget this and bolt it. And get about here. Now, is this being slowed? will try and turn to follow Maz's, but only be able to turn.
Okay.
Full Metal Guard needs to save and does not. He is still temporarily shaking. Elric, back to square one.
I want to try and peg Thaddeus in the back with Shimmering Bolt.
Alright, you've got a lot in your way.
I know. I'm going to have to try and...
Disadvantage,
Yeah.
technically. But it's an always hit, but there is a lot in your way, so give me disadvantage.
Yep. What would you like me to roll for that? The lowest...
You have to roll 2. You take the lower of the 2. If it hits his AC, then you got it.
Alright. That's a 16 and a 15.
Alright. There is a large crystalline leg, a lot of shrapnel, a floating rock, and potentially a bug in your way. The electricity from this crystalline creature plays off of your shimmering bolt, and it essentially dissipates it before it can hit Thaddeus.
Darn. Well, I still have a movement, so I'd like to try and get a bit closer. How far will I be able to go?
What's your movement? Like 5, 6 squares?
Yeah,
Okay, where do you just tell me where you want to go?
right about here.
1, 2, 3, 4. Since you'll be climbing over Thaddeus' mech, it's rough terrain, I can get you here.
That'll do.
Alright. Pet.
Pet. Pet, 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 pet. Burn.
Earn. Thaddeus?
Yes.
2.
Oh.
Poor pet. It's done for the day.
Yeah, he's tired. Should have moved first.
Alright, you can see around the side, bears just slightly from your vague vantage point, this bug on this far side erupts into flames and die.
Eknai. Got it.
As another magic missile goes rocketing off like randomly in this direction, kind of smash into the ceiling with little to no effect. Thaddeus is just going straight for the gold. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give him 4 and make an acrobatics check, which he fails, so he's only going to make it that far as he begins to scramble up what's left of this crystalline spire. He's going for this rock. Mazis, still slowed by your screech, will only be able to turn around.
Oh.
Metal Man finally make it and see that there's a lot in his way. He will only make it about this far, collectively crunching onto Thaddeus's little mech and just it's entirely trash. It is not salvageable. Elric.
What is my current vantage point to Thaddeus?
There is... You've essentially got a straight shot, but Mazis' form is right next to you. There's a lot of electricity playing off of this thing. You don't know what it's going to do.
Would I be able... excuse me. To move just a little bit over?
Yes?
I would like to do that and then try and take my shot.
I'll give you... It's not exactly advantage, but Mazis is still... That's a lot of electricity playing into the fact.
Right.
You're still going to get... I'm still going to have you roll for it, but you're not going to get disadvantage.
Okay. With a 19.
That will work.
Alright. So I've got a 7, a 7, and a 7.
Alright. 3 bolts come blasting out and just riddle Thaddeus as he just collapses onto this crystalline rubble.
Woo!
Like he was bolting up the top of the hill and he just like effectively trips and just falls flat on his face.
Excellent.
He is technically on the verge of being down. Fortunately, Thaddeus has one special ability that we never found out about. He is able to stabilize himself. But he has, like, fallen. He's, like, climbing now, not running up anything.
Burn!
Burn. With a 2!
Ah,
No.
yeah. Alright.
You see another bug in the distance burst into flames. Die. And that'll take care of that.
Sorry if you hear all the squeaking. I need to get a different chair.
Yes. And he's just gonna heal himself. 4, 13, and 15. Thaddeus gains 32 hit points. And will take a minor action to attempt to stand up. Mazis is going to try and electrocute the entire spire. But rolls 8 straight up too. The electricity goes pulsing into the spire and it rockets off. Collateral damage playing along the entire room. Alright, everyone roll to dodge electric bolts flying randomly through this room.
I have an 18.
Alright, that will work. Isasu failed!
No!
Great Phantom failed!
No!
I wipe out half the bugs. The guard behind you rolls a perfect 20.
Hey!
He
He's
tucks and
recharged.
rolls. He tucks and rolls. Alright.
And what about Thaddeus?
Well, Mazis missed Thaddeus.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
As it
The
plays
initial
off
was
the
a
entire
miss.
thing. Alright. Guardman is going in for the charge with a 7. But will only be able to stomp on a few bugs and push a rock out of the way and get to here. Elric, there is not a gigantic spire in the middle of the room anymore, just a floating rock and some, crystal rubble. You can see Isasu is practically prone over here, and there are a lot of fire beetles about. Crate Phantom is not looking too good either, but he is still standing. But it is your go.
Are they too far away for me to send a healing wind their way?
I don't know, what is your healing wind reach? Is it like on something you can see, or is it a legitimate distance?
We never discussed that.
What would you like?
I would like something I can see.
Alright, I will give it to you.
I would like to send the healing wind towards Isasu.
Okay. The Silver Knight would be the only thing in your way, but you would still have clear line of shot, line of view, line of sight.
Okay. And that heal was... What was it? Percentile.
Yes.
Got it. What's a 0 count on the percentile? 10?
On the lesser, it would be... Yeah, it's a 10. That's right.
Okay. And then a 1.
Right. She essentially is stabilized, but she is still prone. She's still, like, unconscious, so to speak.
Yeah. Pet's
Right?
turn burn.
Okay.
You can do it.
With an 18.
You did it. Hurls a meteor of acid.
For 11 damage. Quite a reach. Splashes Thaddeus.
Woohoo!
Blah!
He just had to charge up the acid.
Yes. Alright, so let's try. That's a fail, that's a fail. And that's a fail. 3 small little fireballs are hawked in your direction, as you now notice the swarm of incessant fire beetles that are ushering forth from the floor, that are now attacking you. But they have all missed. But they have your attention.
Indeed they do.
Well, it is Thaddeus' turn. Gonna try and save acid damage. The 16 manages to get most of it off, but it's still clinging onto his clothing, but he's not going to take effect from it. It's going to eat away at his clothing. And he... 1, 2, 3. He is going for this rock. Mazis is going to get right up and personal. Right all up in here, and he's going for the classic I'ma smash it. But he's going to take his turn actively winding up. As electricity begins to play over all of these crystals. Guardman, go for the gold, and will attempt to get in position right here. He's almost within reach of Thaddeus. Elric, what do?
I want to try and take out these fire beetles.
Okay.
Shimmering bolt.
Okay. How many bolts do you get?
3.
Are you trying to split them up or aim at just one?
I want to split them up.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make one attack roll to do it evenly.
10.
Alright, I'm gonna give you advantage because you're actually really close range here. Okay?
Alright.
What's your damage?
So, check the damage.
Yes.
Alright.
3d8.
And that was that one. 7.
Splat.
5.
Splat.
7.
Splat. 3 little stains on the floor.
Beautiful.
PET?
PET. I want him to... There's nothing to numb. And he doesn't have a clear shot for acid. Cast safe.
The haze once again appears. Uttered forth around you.
Yay.
You can see from your vantage point, Crate Phantom is fending off fire beetles from Isisu. And splat! Smashes one. It'd be the bug's turn. One bug rolled a crit! Elric, from your vantage point, you see one of these fire beetles literally like flying tackle the Crate Phantom. His lid snaps off as this crate tumbles a few squares. This bug is now chewing on its lid, and Crate Phantom's lower half lies on the floor. There's another bug close to you that will come closer to you. And a few more will come out of the floor. Thaddeus is going to brace himself underneath this rock. He is actively going to grab it. As a blinding light suddenly envelops the room for like 2 seconds, like a gigantic flashbang. Mads is going to bring down the pain. With a 17, he will hit Thaddeus, but the rock is in the way. So his arm, this crystalline arm, comes down onto this cosmic rock. And in quite an upsetting noise, which I would not even be able to possibly fathom to describe to you, an otherworldly noise, this crystalline form is dust. And a few bits of bone, as well as a few chunks of crystal, just rain to the floor below. Electricity playing off of this large pile of what remains of crystals. Thaddeus is still standing there, holding the cosmic rock above his head, bracing himself, still waiting for something to happen. Metal Man gonna bring the pain with a 10 and miss as a rock floats in front of him and continues around the room. 4 guards. Elric, what just happened?
I don't know. I have no clue. I gather myself. And I want to try and make it over to Crate Phantom and Isasu.
Okay, you can get about right over here. Wait, do you want to opt out of initiative? Then you can do double your move.
I would like to.
Okay, so you're not worried about Thaddeus right now.
Not at the moment. I want to get over to. Mazis exploded. I need to get to my people.
Okay, what do you want to get?
Let's see. I want to get as close to as possible, like right around this rock.
Okay, you can do so. Still have a little bit of haze with you. There are bugs all over the floor. You can see Isasu is being investigated by some beetles, but they're not just attacking her. She's asleep. Crate Phantom's lid is being eaten by a fire beetle, and his lower half is just lying there.
Does my pet still have a turn?
Yes, your pet still has a turn. Well, you're not you're not in combat, so your pet can do whatever it wants.
Well, what does my pet want to do? I don't have control over my pet.
Your pet's just gonna idle. Your pet's just gonna kind of worm in your backpack a little bit.
Okay.
Make its weird little noises.
Okay. So then it's whoever's turns next.
I got a splinter! Is all you hear. Come on, Guardman. I don't like this. I apologize, but my 6 and my 9 on my metallic dice had the little dot to indicate which direction is up. And it's so close to the number that it looks like some foreign number. Like, if you turn it sideways, it looks like a 10 instead of a 9. Thaddeus is going to wield this cosmic stone and actively block this knight. Its metal clashes against this cosmic rock as you see just smoke emanate from the impact.
Oh man.
Great Phantom's lower half just kind of shuffles around. I got a splinter!
Uh, is it my turn?
You can do whatever. You're not in initiative.
Okay. I want to try and piece the Crate Phantom back together.
You go over and just attempt to collect the lower half, and it's literally a chest. There are no ethereal arms or legs anymore. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so you pick up Crate Phantom's lower half, and it's just a chest. That's literally what it is. There's no arms, there's no legs. And there is a halfling underneath the bottom half of the chest, wearing an oversized shirt and wild hair, sitting there holding his hand. I have a splinter!
I use medical.
You use medical.
I have medicine.
There is no splinter.
Seriously?
There is no splinter. He does not have a splinter.
You're fine.
Oh. He examines his arm. He looks up at you with this look of, like, really? Just a look at you like, really?
Anyway. What about Isasu?
She's being sniffed over by bugs. Smog will dissipate.
Did the last guard smash?
The last guard will try one more time
Come on, you can do it.
with
You
a
can do it.
5.
You can't do it.
Thaddeus will take quite some more acid damage. I've forgotten a turn. I apologize. And Thaddeus is going to do his best just to ram this cosmic stone into this guard. Well, with a 16 will do so. The guard, this cosmic stone is touched to its chest in a punch-like fashion, like a bludgeoning weapon, and the entire guard's chest impacts, and the guard just crumples to the ground.
Can my pet do anything that may kill him, or has the potential to kill Thaddeus?
Burn is quite out of your range right now.
What about Loud?
It's a possibility.
I want my pet to try.
Your pet rolled a 9.
My pet does not kill him.
Thaddeus holds the cosmic rock up aloft in triumph. He is coated in acid. He is looking worse for wear. The day is mine. The king has fallen, and you tree huggers will learn to face your fears as the time comes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have plans. As he ducks behind just a crystalline form that's blocking your view, and you do not see where he is.
Oh, man.
Where'd the big guy go? Great Phantom's gonna ask.
He was unfortunately destroyed.
Where? Great Phantom's really gonna look around right now. Did we win?
No.
What do we do now?
Collect what we can, and we just press on. We really need to try and find a way to get Isasu home.
Oh, okay. Do we do we want to loot this place?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
So we definitely want that cosmic stone.
All right. Well, with no immediate threat and the bugs have settled down, you're going to essentially loot the dungeon as best you can and leave and see what else goes onwards with the worlds with your new tag-along.
Yep.
Alright, I'm actually going to have to say that'll have to conclude Season 7 right now.
Oh man, that was
A little chaotic.
chaotic. It was awesome, and a little disappointing that I did not get to kill Thaddeus.
Fair enough, that is fair. Alright, everybody, as always, I have been your Dungeon Master. My name is Artificial. With me,
I'm
as always,
I'm Daniel.
we will hope to see you guys in Season 8.